Hello, this is the Wise Owl 2 coming at you from See Where I Live. There are many ways to remember the chemical symbols and atomic numbers of the periodic table of elements. I try to look for easier ways to do so. So I use association. What kind of association? Name, personal names, first name, middle names, middle initials, last name, nicknames, people we know. Even our own name, maybe name of our pets, whatever. Maybe you have a pet name. Pat, or Susan, or whatever. Or you have a butcher that you talk to in the market, a supermarket. Name what? Well, let's say O'Neill, Mr. O'Neill, the butcher. Okay, let's go for example. I want to hear that this video is about examples of how you can use personal names, our own name, our pet's name, or people around us, any name, even titles, I guess, but in this case, only names. In this case, personal names, to remember chemical symbols and their atomic numbers. The atomic number will have to be remembered separately from the chemical symbols. The chemical symbol is what you first should remember. And then you can go to the periodic table of elements and know the atomic number for those symbols. But let's check on symbols. You got a name like O'Neill. O'Neill. Capital O, apostrophe, N-E-A-L, O'Neill. And what we have here, we have an O for oxygen. The chemical symbol for oxygen is O, and that's spelled capital O-X-Y-G-E-N. And it has the atomic number of 8. If you go to the periodic table of elements and go to number 8, you see you see a capital O, and you also see the element's name of oxygen around the area of the O. Then you got N and the E. I put a capital N, and I retain and retain the small e. So you got capital N and a small e for neon. Neon is a noble gas. And capital N and a small e is the chemical symbol for the element's name of neon. Capital N-E-O-N. Capital N-E-O-N. So if you go to number 10 on the periodic table, you'll see capital N and a small e and the name neon, which is a noble gas. Then we got the A and the L. I took the small a and I made it to a capital A, and I retained or used the small l. And I got the atomic number of 13. And I got the chemical symbol of capital AL, and capital A and small l is the capital A and small l is the capital symbol for aluminum. Capital A-L-U-M-I-N-U-M. It's aluminum. A-L, aluminum. Okay? You know anybody named Al? For Albert? That's it. Aluminum. So anybody named O'Neill, if anybody named O'Neill, last name O'Neill, Tip O'Neill, Patrick O'Neill, you know what I'm saying? Any O'Neill you can. You have the O'Neill, and that's the name. You have 8 atomic number for oxygen, O, capital N-E for neon, 10, and capital A-L for aluminum, 13 atomic number. Then you got the name Boone. Boone, like Daniel Boone, Mr. Boone. Names of schools with Boone. Richard Boone, the actor. Daniel Boone, who else? Pat Boone, you just name it. You got the name. That's spelled capital B, capital O-O-N-E. Why a capital O? Because actually it's a small o. So capital B-O-O-N-E. But what we're going to do, we're going to change it to the format of the periodic table of elements, which is all capital letters except for the E. For example, Boone. You got capital B for boron, which is spelled B-O-R-O-N with an atomic number of 5. You got oxygen, a capital O, twice. Capital O and capital O, twice. And we got the atomic number twice. 8 for oxygen and 8 for oxygen. Because we have it twice, a capital O. And capital O is the atomic symbol, it's a chemical symbol for the element's name of oxygen. The chemical symbol for the element's name oxygen. Capital O-X-Y-G-E-N. And I wrote it twice. See here, O and O for oxygen. We have it twice here. Then we got the noble gas, neon, with capital N and a small e with atomic number of 10. Now, capital N and small e is the chemical symbol for neon, the chemical name, the element's name of neon. Capital N-E-O-N. Now, that's a noble gas. If you go to the noble gas row, you'll see it, or column, you'll see it. Then we got the name Cal, capital K-A-L, Cal. The name Cal, K-A-L. And we got K, capital K, for potassium, which is spelled capital P-O-T-A-S-S-I-U-M. Be careful, because although potassiums begin with a capital P, it's a chemical symbol, it's a capital K. It's very sneaky, be careful. Not really sneaky, but it's just a different language. I'm just saying, be careful. You can make a mistake and messed up on the chemical symbol. Okay, capital P-O-T-A-S-S-I-U-M is how you spell potassium, but the chemical symbol is capital K, and it has the atomic number of 19. Then you got A-L. We took the small a and we took capital A, and we use and retain the small l, and got capital A and the small l with atomic number, 13 atomic number for aluminum. Capital A and the small l is a chemical symbol for the element name of aluminum. Capital A-L-U-M-I-N-U-M. So if you go to 13, if you go to the periodic table of elements and go to number 13, you'll see a capital A and a small l for aluminum. Then we got the name Nolan. Nolan, capital N-O-L-A-N. Now, capital N and a small o is for nobelium, with the atomic number, symbol, atomic number, yeah, I was right, atomic number of 102, and the chemical symbol of capital N and a small o. Okay, and that has the and you spell nobelium. Nobelium is spelled capital N-O-B-E-L-I-U-M. Nobelium, like Nobel Prize, nobelium. And be careful, because sometimes you may mix a capital N and a small o for nobelium with capital N and a capital O. And that'll be N for nitrogen and O for oxygen. We don't have that here. That's why the first letter is capitalized and the second letter is a small or lowercase letter. So you know it's two letters that represents a chemical symbol, okay? So that's not a capital O, that's a small o. So you not to mix it up, okay? If you had a capital N and a capital O, then you have the chemical symbols of nitrogen and oxygen. But you don't. You have a capital N and a small little o for nobelium, which is 102. Then we got capital L. I took a small L and I made it to a capital L for Nolan. I took a small L and made a capital L. And used a small a. And I got the chemical symbol, capital LA, for lanthanum. Lanthanum. Lanthanum is spelled capital L-A-N-T-H-A-N-U-M. Capital L-A-N-T-H-A-N-U-M. Lanthanum. Okay? And that has to, you got 102 for nobelium. For lanthanum, let me say it again. Lanthanum, which is capital L-A, you get a 57 atomic number, and a capital N is for a capital, it has an atomic number of 7. Now, capital M is for nitrogen, which is spelled capital N-I-T-R-O-G-E-N. All right? And that's, and you got the name Nolan. Okay? Can you get it? Do you have it? I don't think I have to put it on the description box below. I don't think I have to do that. I think you have it already here. See, you got O'Neill, you got Boone, you got Cal, K-A-L, you got Nolan, and just I spell Nolan. And remember, the N-O has to be a capital N and a small O. All right? And then here's the name. O'Neill, oxygen, neon, aluminum. You got Boone, boron, oxygen, neon. You got Cal, K-A-L, you got K and A, capital A and a small L. And his name. And you got, right there, see, to the atomic number. You got it? All right. This is Wise How To, coming at you from the Sea Where I Live, over and out.